Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's...
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. First carry for James Conner. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
And this certainly doesn't seem like an ideal situation for them because they're coming in on a losing streak, and they've got the quick turnaround right here to Thursday night. But maybe that's for the best. Get right back on the horse and go at it again and not dwell on the losing that they've had in recent weeks.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will get it at the 20. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Dalton's throw caught by Erickson. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And Dalton to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Dalton now to pass. Open man, Erickson. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has 1 touchdown pass. You know he's looking for a few more before this one's over. Those wideouts will get plenty of opportunities to try and score again.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. And defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Dalton. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and goal, Dalton, and that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Dalton here from the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Guys up! 368! 2-2.
On first down, Mixon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes our score 17-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What a night. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. So Dalton now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw here, Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Erickson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton throwing right, and that's complete. 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Alex Erickson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Bullock good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Roethlisberger now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
See if he can do just that. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Back to Mixon on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice play, man. Nice play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to our... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 1. Flushed out right. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Bengals have recovered it. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready. 30 base.
Check three.
Ready.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Come on, set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end right.
From the gun to give to Mixon. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out come the Steelers. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. It's caught by Roberts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll run on 1st down. Samuels, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. Now Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they run with Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Snap.
A draw play for Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Go now. 18 Gator. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
2nd and 11. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
10 2 stop. 8 2 5.
Now back to throw. Campbell making the catch. The 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And growing pains as an NFL QB, they're going to happen. He's played pretty well in this one. They still have the lead, but those moments, interceptions, pick 6 is occasionally going to happen.
Rookie. It happens, right? Just what you mentioned. Played pretty well in this game, and now his teammates will jump in and go, okay, we're having a good game. That's one blip. Let's go ahead and get back on track right here, right now, and we'll be okay.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, They continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week.